Hello, I'm Micks Mowers and Mower and welcome to my channel. In today's video, my man Doug from Dizzy Lizzie's, he's got a YouTube channel, Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's, and he also runs his own lawnmower repair shop down here in Bolton Ridge, and Doug lives pretty much about 5 houses up the road. He's got a customer that's come in apparently who's got an MTD lawnmower, but the drive cable has snapped. And because of that, the lawnmower is now obsolete because you can't buy this cable. You can't buy anymore. It doesn't exist apparently. He's been in contact with his main dealer, and they said no, can't get it. So he said, Mick, I'll send you a few videos on how to make your own cables. Can you make me a Micks Mowers special? I said, yeah, no problem at all, Doug. Bring it on down. And within 2 seconds, he was down. We had a quick little chin wag, and today I'm going to make up a lawnmower cable for my man Doug. You're going to need to spend around about, I would say, £7 to make the cable. That's what it's going to cost you. And this can be for your lawnmowers, your strimmers, your weed whackers, whatever it is. You've got push bikes. You can make your own cables up as long as you have 1 or 2 bits of kit and certain parts of the cable. As long as you've got that, you'll be good to go. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own lawnmower cable for your lawnmower, as I say, push bike or whatever, and you can do it next no time at all, rather than having to wait 3.5 days to 2 weeks for a lawnmower cable to come up, if you can get it. If this is your first time watching Micks Mowers and Mower Man, hit the old subscribe button, whack the old bell, set notifications to all. That way you'll be on next time I upload another video. So without further ado, let's get down dirty and let's get my man Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's lawnmower cable done. Right, for this little project to work, you need to ideally know the length of a cable. Now I think I've got pretty much most of my cable here because I've got the end bit that's still inside the armature, or the outer casing, and I've got this bit here where it's actually snapped. So I know roughly the size. Now the important bit is, this bit here is not so much important, okay, but this bit here is important because you can't really just buy these off the shelf. You can buy them, but they're quite hard to get hold of. But these bits are not quite so difficult. You can actually buy the Z bends for these. Oh, 2 seconds. Mrs. P is on the phone. Right, that was my Mrs. P. She's at work today in the hospital, so she's just rang to see how we are. So all good. Right. So now, what you're going to need to do for this to work is, this piece here, this piece is quite important, okay? Now, sometimes they have a little spring on here, okay? But what you want to do ideally is you want to cut, but leave about 10 mil on the end, right? So that's the important bit. That's the bit we want, okay? But we mustn't forget the overall length of the cable. So we want to keep that bit just for now. Now I want to remove the cable from the outside, from the armature, and that's going to be my total length of cable that I'm going to need to make. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a little bit over the top, okay, because obviously when Doug goes to refit this, we need to make sure it's going to fit, and we can always cut a bit off rather than add a bit on. The next thing you need is you're going to need some cable. So on the bench here, this is just an old pull cord recall I had, but this is the cable I use. It's a braided cable, sorry, and it's stainless steel. So all you want to do now is just literally marry up the 2 ends, run it all the way through, and make sure that you have enough cable to suit your needs. Now that's how much we need there, but we need a bit more on top because that's where it broke. So we'll go there, and we want a bit more on top for the Z bend bit, and just about 1 inch or so more than that, okay? And that will be the cut we're going to make, okay? So now we've got the cable. That cable you can buy off of Amazon or eBay on the reel. I think I got mine from eBay, and it's a 1.5mm. That's the cable you want, 1.5, okay? Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab this old housing, outside coating for it. I'm going to spray some lubricant down the hole and watch that come out the other end. So let's just spray a bit in there without getting all over my camera. Run it all the way down till it comes out the other side. There it goes. Right, so now that's come out the other side. I know it has because I can see it. And that's all been fully lubricated up inside there. Lovely. And then I'm going to grab my new cable. I'm going to thread that through that hole. That 1.5 will fit all the way in there beautifully, and you'll see it come out of this side here very short. So just feed that all the way in. In it goes. And there it is coming through. I can feel it's just got caught up just there on that little tight bend there. So just hold it nice and straight, just so it all marries up. And eventually it will just sneak Out of there, there it is. So there's our cable now. So now we've got the parts that we need. So this part here, this loop, is what goes on the gearbox end, which is going to go there. Now, what you're going to need for that is, and what I use, I've got different types of systems I use, but the best one I've found are these little tiny aluminium cable crimpers. If you punch into eBay or Amazon, aluminium, and these are the 0.006 inch, which is about 1.5. Right, I'll pour them into a little tiny tub. Let's just empty them out. Make a bigger hole, Mick. Now, what I do with these, the only thing you're going to need, you're going to need a vise. Okay, a vise is a must-have. Right, that's all of them. So all I'm going to do is, these are the aluminium. You can get stainless steel ones, but I prefer the aluminium. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that one into there. If I can get it to fit. There it goes, that into there, and then grab that one and put that one into there. And then level it up so it's nice and even, about there. And I'm going to squeeze that into the vise, okay? And the only sort of thing you've got to look out for is when you throw the cable, when it's got a throw on it, it's got to have enough room to at least activate. So you want to have at least that much cable of free space swing. Does that make sense? So it's got to have enough to throw it. But let me put that in the vise, get that squeezed down, and I'll come back to you once I've done that. But it's pretty much, I used to just press them with a little crimping tool, but I have had them slip. But what I've been doing recently, or for a while now, is just squeeze these completely flat. And I've not had one cable fail. In fact, I picked a mower up the other week that I sold about 2.5 years ago, and that cable repair is still working to this day. So in fact, it's 3 years, and that's still working with the flat end. So yeah, squeeze it off nice and flat, and I'll come back to you once I've done so. Right, so that's now been done. We now have our cable, and it doesn't look pretty, but that is going to hold that one nice and tight, no problems at all. Now I do actually have these other ones, which I use up the other end now. These are more like a pinching device, which you undo these little tiny nuts on here, and then the plate lifts up and you put the cable in, which holds it nice and straight. But you can't really hold it with these, but these are a fantastic way of doing this. So 1.5 cable, 1.5 aluminium cable crimper, and that bit goes onto there. But you must just have enough to activate the actual gearbox. That's the only provisory. So that goes onto there. And now the other end, this is the business end. This is the end that goes up on the lawnmower. What I buy is these, and these are called Z legs or Z bends. Let me find. I hope I've got one in here, because I said to my mate Doug, yes I have, that I'll get this done today for him. And I've got one left. These are about £3.50. They're quite expensive for what they are, but they do the job. And these have a little tiny nut and bolt on here, which is loosen up, and then you put the cable in. Now what I like about these is that these are fully adjustable in regards that, remember we always had too much, didn't we? So what you do is you fit your cable onto your lawnmower, and if you find your drive isn't working or the demo isn't working, it's not activating, then all you do is you just loosen this off again, loosen that off, and you then cut that much off. However much was inside there is how much you cut off, and you keep cutting it off until it starts to work. Now the only thing you need to do is, when you put these in and do these up, they've got a little tiny screwdriver there. What I actually do is I actually get a pair of grips, and I hold these, or put it in a vise, one or the other, and I'll put those grips onto there, and I'll do it up so tight before it starts to strip out, obviously. Do it up so tight that has no way that can come off, and that will go inside your lawnmower end, so that you can then fit that on. Now that is exactly the same as one of those, see, and that's what come off of it. Now you can, if you haven't got those, and you have got these little tiny cable crimpers, these little tiny cookies, what you can do, if you haven't got one of these, is you then cut this cable far enough down. I would do it the other side, because you need quite a bit of throw, you see, so you want it to be quite a way down. You can then cut this cable off here, and then rejoin that with another cable crimper onto a new cable. So you're actually keeping the original Z bend as well, but I'm going to put this one on it because we need to adjust it. I don't know how long the cable needs to be. So that is pretty much in short how you make your own lawnmower cable in around about 3.5–4 minutes. And all you need is cable crimping connectors, 1.5mm, 1.5 braided stainless steel cable, and then these little tiny Z-bend. Look, if you punch into internet lawnmower Z-bend cable ends, they'll come up. And there's lots of different variations, barrel ones, all sorts of things. But these are the best ones that I found. They work really, really well. So there you go. That's how you make your own lawnmower cable in about 10 minutes. So there you go. One quick, easy, how-to-do video. Make your own lawnmower cable and make your lawnmower work one more time. Now, as I say, I've actually done a repair on a lawnmower 4 years ago. Got to be 4 years ago. And that was on a mount field that I gave to my mate Johnny. And he has since given me that lawnmower back, and it's over here, a little tiny red one with a Honda engine. Now this one actually had the same problem on the drive cable. It broke, and that was 4 years ago. And as you can see, it still holds to this day. 4 years old, still going. So yeah, you can buy a new cable for like 17 quid for one of those mount fields, but some of the Hondas, they're really expensive cables. And if you haven't got them in stock, because you don't run your own lawnmower repair shop or anything along that line, then you're going to struggle. You're going to have to order the part, and you have to wait like 4 or 5 weeks, or sorry, 4 or 5 days for that part to come in. Whereas your advantage is with what I've just done is you can make your own cable up. Now it might just get you out the mess, and you can order your new cable up, and when a new cable comes, you can fit that if you want to. But the advantage is also with these is that over time this steel will stretch. And as it stretches, you just undo your Z-bend, you cut 5mm off this time, not the 10mm, we cut 5mm off each time and take the slack up. Because these are fully adjustable, but some cables aren't. They don't have the adjustment. So you can just undo that and shorten it again, and you're good to go. So that costs what? I think they're about £3.50. Let's call it 4 quid, just for argument's sake. 4 quid, lump of cable. I think I bought a reel of that cable, which is here. I bought a reel of that. There's probably about, I don't know, 50 metres on there, or there was. That was probably around about 14 quid for that big reel. So that probably cost me about 20p. So all in all, I can probably make that, and the cable connector as well. They were about a £5 for 100, something like that. I've got 100 pieces here, but you can buy them singly, which is not worth doing. But you can make the whole cable for less than a £5. So I don't think you can go wrong with that. What I'm going to try and do now is go and see my mate Dougie, see if he's in, get him to fit it, and see if it works. Right. Let's see if Dougie boy's in. Dougie! Come through. Yeah. There he is, the man himself. Dougie boy. Done it for you, mate.
Thank you very much.
And all parts.
Oh, excellent.
So all you've got to do, you might just have to adjust this back end. Just cut it to suit.
Brilliant.
All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Are you busy?
I've just got back.
Where you been? Anywhere good?
Chichester.
Chichester.
Yeah. Health, places like that.
Nice.
I'll just make sure I turn the alarm off.
Yeah, turn the old alarm off, buddy.
Isn't that worse than waking the neighbourhood up?
All right.
Yeah, it's off of this.
So Dougie's working on a little Rover made by MTD.
Yeah, but this is the clutch on it. And when you pull with the cable here, it pulls it round, it engages the clutch in. You've got cork in there,
Right.
and there's the gearbox. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
That's very similar to the Calippo sort of. You've worked on a Calippo?
Probably.
Holland, Denmark, places like that. They've got like an output shaft. It's that similar sort of setup. Is that running the right way?
No.
Right, that's not a problem.
No problem. Just undo that.
Yeah, undo that. Because I think that's the way I thought it was, and in fact it wasn't. So yeah, we can just literally change it around. Just loosen him off, bud. It's all right. It's only on finger tight.
Okay.
Right, there you go. Right, and then take it out, put it back in. It's all lubed up in there.
Yeah. I saw you filling it up with WD-40 on your other one.
That's it, mate. It's just got a kink in that cable that end, mate.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. Feed it to me, baby. There she is. Right, so this end goes on the mower, does it?
Yeah, that's the one. That
Right,
goes
okay.
That's
Well, that's a bit we'll have to fiddle about with to make that work, because I think it's going to be about 2 inches too long at the moment.
No problem.
So a bit of trial and error and trialing.
Yeah, and I just got to try and find the spring that I put in a pocket, and now I can't find it.
Well, I told you. What was the last one I said to you?
Make sure you don't lose it.
Don't lose it.
I put it in a safe place. Honest, it's safe. There you are.
What I do then, Doug, I put a pair of pliers on there and I nip them with a pair of pliers.
Yeah, no problem. Just
Otherwise they fall off. Just before it shears off. That's what I do with them. So where's the eyelet going then? In there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just then attach that onto there.
Goes onto there. So I'm out. See, Doug wasn't expecting me to turn up with a camera, you see, and put him straight on the pressure.
No, I haven't brushed my beard.
Still got Weetabix in it.
Yeah. That now, in that position there, you can see that it's a bit too long.
Yep, so you've got to adjust your far side.
Adjust it
So I reckon I put about 1.5 inches on there too much.
Well,
So
that's wound in as far as possible.
how much travel have you got? Which is the lever? That on there, Doug?
Well, it's the small one.
Small one.
Yeah.
So there's about an inch of travel.
Yeah, where that's there, that's where. See, it lines up like that.
Yeah.
So where would you cut it? About
So I would take that off and just take about 1/2 inch off first, Doug, and then put it back on and try again. That's what I do. Don't forget you've got 10mm inside the actual. No, don't cut it yet, Doug. Just undo that thing first.
Okay.
Because you got 10mm of wire sat inside there. You see,
Gotcha.
inside the housing. Right. That's it. Now cut a total inch off, about 1 inch off of that, I would say.
That's up there.
Yeah, go.
So about
Halve it first, because that way we can always cut a bit more off, can't we?
yeah, you can always take off.
You can always take a bit off. You can never add a bit on. Well, moment of truth now. We're cut.
Do like this. You can, if you don't have a screwdriver, you can actually use
A little quarter inch socket. Well, I do them up really tight, Doug. Literally just before they strip is where I like to have them.
Yeah, what it is. See,
How much pressure's on that, Doug?
Not much at the moment. Oh, this is a fair bit of oomph on that.
Okay, because it might just
It is,
pop
but
off.
That's
See,
just about right. Right length there.
bit more.
Yeah, a bit more.
All right. So I'll go about another 1/2 inch. Or how much throws actually on that? Do you know?
Probably be to about here.
Right, yeah,
somewhere,
go another
but then
half.
But then you've got the spring up there, and
Yeah.
then you've got the adjuster.
Well, it's not too bad to get to, because at least it's gearbox is all.
Oh, this is pure pleasure.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, there's nothing worse when you do these cables, and you put it all on, and you're about 1 inch too long. It'll take the whole lot apart again.
Yeah. See that clamp there? See where it's got the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Try that.
There.
Mind your eyes, because I haven't got my eye protection on, Doug. You know, I'm like for health and safety.
Oh no. Yeah, I had someone recently saying to me about being safe and everything.
Yeah, I've got to be safe, Doug, ain't me?
Yeah. Mind you, I watch another guy and he says safety third.
Yeah, well, that's probably right.
What's that? Just get that nip up. And then there's enough slack.
Hope we don't pop
Engage the
out.
drive.
Look at that. Right, now what I would do now, Doug, is I would just literally just get a little quarter socket on that and just nick that up just until you're happy. Because they do, I don't think a quarter.
I'm just trying to find the size I've got in my toolbox. Next one down.
Yeah, that's it. Just nick him up. Otherwise, they do like to pop out if you don't do them nice and tight. So this little job here, as I was saying in the video, Doug couldn't get the cable for this, and if you could find the cable, you're going to have to wait 2 or 3 days to go and get it, because it would be on back order, guarantee it. So hopefully today, yeah, I do. Doug, lovely, mate. Yeah, beautiful. See how much tension was on that. How much more you can get on there.
Just about feel the
Just before it strips. That's it. So you can actually now repair this. Job done and dusted inside a couple of hours. So now, moment of truth time.
I did put some copper slip in there earlier on.
Of course you did, Doug. Yeah, yeah. I'm one for copper slip. It smells like old pants, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely great to see another master at work. This is brilliant. Doug lives up the road from me. Doug lives in the posh end of Bognor compared to me.
Well, it's the posh end of Colliers.
All right, posh end of Colliers. There you go. Poor old Doug wasn't expecting this to be work under pressure with Micks Mowers here and on camera and all, Doug.
How am I doing, Mr. DeVille?
Doing great, my friend. So what else was up with this mower? Was it just for drive, was it?
It was just basically the drive cable had snapped.
Oh, lovely.
That was it. And he come in, and I rung around a few places, and no one ever come back to me. And I looked on the net, and still no luck whatsoever. So I thought I'd give him Mick a shout.
Yeah, give Mick a shout. So I very rarely buy any cables nowadays. I just try to make all mine up because you just save so much money. Because they're like what, between 15 to, I don't know, anywhere Honda, 30 quid a cable sometimes you can pay for. So you know,
I think the most I ever paid for is a Hater 48 blade brake cable. They are £50 plus.
£50 plus for a cable.
It is, but they're not this thickness. They are like heavy.
Yeah, well, as long as you've got all the right components on the ends, you can buy the cable, buy the job lot, and bish bash bosh.
Right. Let's see if that's it.
We're going to go for a fire up.
Yeah, not in here.
Not in here though. Safety first, Doug.
Yeah, safety first.
Right. So live test. Dougie at Dizzy Lizzie's. Check him out. He's in Bognor. He's much better than me. Oh no, you definitely. Much better than me. Got his own business going here. Fantastic. Check out Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's. He's got a YouTube channel too, so go and check out Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's. It's all one word, no spaces. Go and check him out and give him a subscribe and a follow. Just going to nick that bit up there. And hopefully, all being well and good. Have you got tension on the old lever, Doug?
Clutch is moved. You can see the clutch.
Yeah, it says it's working. Let's have a little look. So the bloke pulled it in, no drive. It might want one of these, Doug. See if he's down here. It's called a primer bulb.
Oh God, I didn't know you had one.
Let's give it one of those. Get a bit of that. Right, go on, Doug.
Might work now.
Might work. Here we go. Yeah, baby. She's whacking. Micks Mowers and Dougie. Ha! What do you think of that, Doug? Ain't that good?
Excellent.
That's brilliant, mate. That's brilliant, man. Oh, I'm chuffed, Doug. That worked out, didn't it?
Thank you very much, mate.
So don't forget, check out Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's, all one word, on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, and if you've got a lawnmower broken down, go and check my man Doug out. Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's. He'll fix your mower for you. Trimmers, chainsaws, anything. He can do it better than me too. So there you go, quick little video there on how to repair or make your own lawnmower cable. And as I say, works for bikes too. And my mate Dougie paid me with 5 litres of engine oil, which I can use for my own machines. And he got his customer's lawnmower all up and running on the same day, rather than having to wait 2 or 3 days for a lawnmower cable to come in, of which he couldn't actually get. It was obsolete. So there you go. How to make the cable. I will try and list where I get the bits in the comment section down below, because I'm always getting questions on where I buy my bits from. But it's mainly eBay and Amazon. As long as you stick by the 1.5 millimeter rule, then you won't go far wrong. And yeah, really simple to do, really quick, really effective, and it works. As you saw there, Doug's customer's lawnmower is now all up and running, and now, and more importantly, it drives. So very, very happy. It's good to see my friend Doug. He lives literally just up the road from me. Go and check out Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's on YouTube. All one word. Go and check him out. Put a comment in the comment section down below and let me know when you have subscribed to the channel. He is starting up. He's been on a little while, but he's just started doing more videos. So he's a really, really knowledgeable man in regards to lawnmowers, especially in the UK. So go and check my man Doug out. So there you go, quick little video done for you. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, hit your subscribe button, whack the old bell, set notifications to all. That way you can comment up on the video. And I look forward to see you guys next time, Micks Mowers very, very soon. But don't forget, much more importantly, take it easy.